research focuses on investigating population-level interventions for chronic disease prevention, primarily in the areas of physical activity and healthy eating. By population-level interventions, what I mean are interventions that are affecting large groups of people, whether they be in terms of policies or programs. And I'm usually studying these policy and programs as natural experiments, or in other words, as these interventions unfold in the real world, and then trying to determine who the interventions are impacting as well as under which circumstances. The prevalence of chronic disease in Canada, or in other words, the percentage of Canadians who are living with chronic disease, such as obesity, is very high. For example, over 60% of adults in Canada are currently living with overweight and obesity. There really is no easy way to change behavior. Traditionally, we have taken more individual level or clinical approaches to changing behavior and have really had limited success. Therefore, more recently, we have shifted towards population-level approaches for changing behavior. For example, some of our work currently is examining the impact of a province-wide physical education policy in Manitoba and how this mandatory policy is impacting children's physical activity levels. Some of our other work is looking at how slight modifications to the nutrition facts table on prepackaged foods can support Canadians in making more informed food choices. The common thread across all of my work is to provide evidence to inform decisions. Oftentimes I collaborate with policymakers, practitioners, as well as industry stakeholders to ensure the relevancy of my work and the applicability of it to the lives of Canadians. To date, my work has focused on population-level interventions, primarily in the areas of physical activity and healthy eating. And now we are trying to translate some of what we've learned in these areas to alcohol. Particularly, how have some of the nutrition labeling principles that we have examined work when labels are applied to alcohol containers.